So the next question is Mamaearth buying all YouTubers? What is the deal with this brand, and do they make you talk a certain way and promote what you don't like? Well, when you give a person a stick and they hit you with the same stick, that is the situation right now. Hello my beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a very spicy, super duper fun video. Alright, this is the Truthful YouTuber tag or the Honest YouTuber tag. It's been going around for the last 2 years and I've seen Rob Beauty Christie and James Welsh do this, so I thought this would be a fun thing to do on my channel as well. So I asked you guys to ask away with your most brutal, hard-hitting questions, and my god, my DM blew up. Alright, now I've done a lot of Q&A in the past, but I've never received so many questions in my previous Q&As. Alright, I also did one where I wanted you to ask pregnancy related ones, important ones. There were a number of questions, but nothing like this one. Okay, this one, it was like priorities. Alright, it was like hello, child later, but spill the tea. So I have selected some 25 plus odd questions. Okay, I'm going to make this as quick as possible, though it's going to be a lengthy video. Grab that tea, get something to eat, because this is going to be an interesting video. And I also noticed that many of you asked the questions that you wanted to ask for the longest time to a YouTuber, but the way you asked me, it was very kind. Okay, you were basically, I know you were walking on eggshells, like should I, shouldn't I, but I want to know at the same time. It was politely done, so thank you so much for that. And many questions that came from a place of complete goodness. Yes, there were so many of you who had a problem with YouTube influence in general. Alright, so I had to block those people because I don't need them in my community. Shall we start right now? Shall we get the party rolling? Let's start with question number 1. So question number 1, I got plenty of it, so I'm just going to sum it up over here as fast as possible. Have you ever promoted brands which you hated but did because money was good? No, I have not. Alright, number 1, let me just tell you, God has blessed me with a wonderful life. Alright, everything is comfortable for me, that I'm not in a position where I'm desperate for money. If you followed me for a very long time, you know by now that there are many times I buy my own products and I do a review. When it comes to a collaboration, let me just honestly put it out there, not many brands like to work with me, and I don't know what it is. So when I work with a certain brand, it is because I liked it, I like the product, and when a collaboration happens, it is because it goes according to my will. I think professionally, I'm in a very good position right now where I can tell a brand, no, I did not like it, I don't want to do this. I have never ever promoted something I did not like just because the money was good. It was genuinely because I liked it. I don't care if you don't believe me or not. One thing I can tell you about me, honesty and me, there's no inconsistency. How much money does an established YouTuber make? A rough figure. Are you rich? And what do you do with the skincare products that are used? The skincare products that I have little bit of everything after using. I use it in different parts of the body. Like for example, if it's a salicylic acid, I started now because I have another salicylic that I'm testing. I'll put the old one on my back, on my hand, wherever I have these little tiny bumps or acne. That's where I put salicylic. Every other facial oil, mom and I would put it on our hand, on our neck, on our knees, on our on our feet. If I get one of the same kind via PR, then it goes to a family member, friends, and there's a working women's hostel nearby that I donate most of my skincare and makeup to. How much money does an established YouTuber make? A rough figure. See, this is a polite way of asking instead of saying give me right now how much you're making per month. A rough figure, an established one could make about 12 to 15 lakhs, if not more, per project. That's a lot of money. Okay, so they could make up till around 20. I've heard some people making even 25 and above via YouTube as well as on Instagram. It can be per post. I have never done any sponsored post on Instagram up till now. It just doesn't, I don't know. So far it's never worked for me. It didn't sit well. Probably would change tomorrow, but only because there are many brands. That leads me to another question. Why do influencers not disclose their paid partnership deals? I feel they should. For me, I'm so scared because my channel was made in the UK, so in UK by law you're supposed to disclose it, so I get really scared that if I don't. Not only that, it's because I'm proud to say that I've been sponsored. Like I told you, I don't get sponsored as much only because I feel brands do not like my brutal honesty or the way I go about with it in disclosing everything, because it comes to a point where I feel a collab would happen, but for some strange reason it's never fruitful. Okay. So when I get a paid sponsorship, I'm very, very proud of the fact that I got paid for it, only because my family members really need to know that this is my job right now, because I'm so fed up of people asking, oh, so what do you do? And also another thing is there, when a brand sees that you're getting paid and you're doing paid collaborations, you get more brands approaching you. It's simple logic, okay? So there you go. You wanted honesty, you got it. I got a question saying that, is hashtag ad more than enough? No, it's not more than enough, but you can't blame them. You can't blame the content creator for it, because many brands do not want to have that paid partnership disclosed. Very strange. Many Indian brands do that, whereas anywhere else it's completely against the law. People even make money out of swipe up. I've never done that, but I've heard that even through swipe up they can charge up till about 50,000-60,000 per story. Okay, the next question is, Mamaearth by all YouTubers, what is the deal with the brand, and do they force you to talk a certain way and promote what you don't like? There are a lot of Mamaearth questions, so I'm just going to accumulate it and tell you exactly what the gist of it is. Are you YouTubers not united? Because Nidhi Jain Di had a hard time because she reviewed Mamaearth honestly and they threatened to take her channel down. And this leads me to the next question of Mamaearth, so that I can finish this once and for all. I realize this is a long question. I promise it's an important one. This is from Meera Radhakrishna. What's the deal with Mamaearth? I understand paid promotion, but are influencers penalized for giving their honest opinion? Issue in question is Nidhi's channel, The Trend Diary. She's an up-and-coming content creator. Alright, so let's break it down, break these questions down, okay? It's like I actually need coffee to answer this question. Mamaearth, the most controversial brand. I think Mamaearth, along with my caffeine, triggers the viewers so much only because of their campaign overdrive. Now this brand, like Nykaa, has so much of money to pump into PR, to pump into, the only thing that they are not doing is taking people to a beautiful destination abroad. So I get where you guys are coming from, but with every brand there is good and then there is bad, okay? So out of the 9 products that they sent me last October to test out and to review, and they told me, like, would you like to work with us? And I said, listen, to be honest, the audience is not very happy with you, but I would definitely love to try it, because I'm somebody by nature that would still give something a chance. And I'm in a position to not want to work with the brand or talk about certain products that has not worked for me without any fear. So this is how it works with me and all the brands. Please remember this. Either I will buy the product, and if I like it, I shamelessly contact the brand and I will ask them, would you like to work with me? If in case in the future you have a collaboration, please keep me in mind, because I loved this product a lot, okay? Because there's no shame in my game. I don't think of myself as, they will come knocking on my door because I am who I am. No, I don't do that. If I like something, I will let the brand know. But when it's the other way around and the brands are contacting me, I will ask them to send me their best sellers. So when you guys told me about Nidhi, I did check out the channel and I thought there was nothing wrong with the video. She actually gave her point of view, what worked, what did not work. One thing I can tell you, in the 3.5 years of working on YouTube, there has been no brand, I can assure you that has the power to pull your channel down or destroy you if you give a bad review. If that's the case, one of the biggest corporate giants like Nykaa, I call them out, they could have done that to my channel while I was starting out. I can assure you that YouTubers usually will stick together if there is a case of bullying. And from what I gathered from Nidhi's channel and from what I gathered from so many comments under my page and on Instagram, that Nidhi was bullied by Mamaearth, then if she's comfortable, then she can definitely get in touch with me. I would love to talk to her, listen to her point of view. If I know for a fact that there is something, a solid proof that Mamaearth has troubled her, I myself will stand by her and call out the brand, because bullying definitely is out of the question in my books. And if a brand has bullied her for just being extremely honest and threatened to take her channel down, then that's the brand that needs to be called out. Alright? Now, what's the deal with Mamaearth buying all the YouTubers? when they have a budget, just like how Nykaa can pay so many people, I'm talking about the top ones, same thing, Mamaearth also has got the money, alright? So it's a give and take. You can't blame the brand alone because it takes two hands to clap. The fact is, if you see the YouTuber reviewing just one product out of the entire lot, just understand, like for me, a lot has been sent to her and she only liked that one. The only problem I have with them is they do not know how to time their videos, alright? So for example, if they're giving me something, they will contact another YouTuber and tell them to upload the video at the same time. So you all feel that because it is together, that it is pretty dishonest. Mamaearth has not bought all the YouTubers. Bought is such a negative word. It's got such a double meaning to it. Do they force you to talk a certain way? They do, they definitely do. They send you a huge script, okay, they will tell you, they are very proud of certain things like plastic positive, recycling, this, that, cruelty free, paraben free. But when you have a firm hand and you say no means no, and they know that you're not desperate for the job, that goes with every brand. They know that you're not desperate for money and you stand your ground, they will respect you. The problem out here is not many bloggers do that. Do you know? Many bloggers will even do a barter deal, which is one of the worst things to happen. So many of the Mamaearth or many of the brands that you see that is done a lot, including Nykaa, it's a barter deal, okay? So they actually do free work for these brands just to get into the good books of the brands. That is the time it gets a little dangerous and it gets a little repetitive to a point that it triggers the viewers thinking, oh my god, what is happening? It's like this brand is throwing up. It's almost like a vomit, a diarrhea that is happening on YouTube. Okay, so the next question, why are you biased towards Indian skincare when international ones are better? Such a sad question this one is, okay, because I am biased towards Indian skincare because Indian skincare has a lot of potential. Have we reached there as of yet? No, we haven't, okay? There's a long way to go. I would trust the organic, I'm talking eco-certified organic skincare brands with all my heart, but there are many other skincare brands that are playing around with actives. I'm talking about, you know, chemical-based ones. I would still tread with caution. Indian brands, definitely, the skincare industry is booming right now and the world is definitely seeing that, okay? Trust me when I tell you that the international market is definitely eyeing our Indian skincare industry. When I saw this potential 2 years ago, okay, I decided to, despite being in London, if you have followed me, you would have known that from London onwards, I've been promoting only Indian skincare brands. I mean, I promote everything else, but mostly Indian skincare brands and The Ordinary. And I'm so glad that, you know, it has caught, the trend has really caught up and everyone is talking about Indian skincare brands because rightfully so. We need to be proud of it. Like when the Black Lives Matter movement happened, so many, the black community started supporting, you know, black skincare brands, black owned makeup brands. The same thing should also be there with Indian brands at the same time. But when you say things like, you know, international ones have got so much of potential, Indian skincare brands are really bad, they are trying, you guys. It's with trial and errors and the viewer's opinion, they will definitely change, okay? There are so many things like they're adding fragrance in their actives, which is not required. The only two skincare brands where actives are concerned that are really listening and stepping up their game is Sugandha, and that requires a lot of appreciation because you don't know for a single owned, I'm talking about a brand with absolutely no backing, like a big company like Nykaa, you know, lots of funding, a single owned, women owned brand where to own a business right now in India is so difficult, and for her to start new skincare line, that is amazing, okay? So people like that I will definitely appreciate. And another one that has done that with no fragrance or essential oils is the Earth Rhythm. So I like where they're going and that needs to be appreciated because even The Ordinary started with nothing. You won't believe it, I was in the crux of it when, you know, The Ordinary was just starting off and they had so much of trials and errors. Some people hated it, some people loved it, but they changed the skincare game. There is no skincare brand in India that can touch Deciem, but we have the potential to. A skincare brand making a mistake, I know, I understand where that hate is coming from because it's a brand. When you're a brand, you're supposed to know everything. You're supposed to get it right. But like I said, in my Mamaearth situation, every brand has got good and bad situation, good and bad products. I just absolutely love the Indian skincare industry, where it's heading right now. It has so much of potential. They have so many things that they can change and tweak a little bit. But once they do, just trust me, in 5 years down the lane, you are not going to feel the same way about the Indian skincare industry like how you feel right now, okay? Because I'm sure all of you deep in your heart know that they have the potential. They just need the encouragement, which they are not getting. There are very few sort of people in the influencer community that is doing incredible job in promoting them. Shreya, Jovita, Shalini, there's very few people, Chaitali, they're all doing it to just, promote Indian skincare. But there should be a lot more. Okay, so Sarah Sarosh recently came out about how Nykaa sends fake products, their unethical marketing and PR, and how she had a horrible experience working with them. She suggested going for other beauty websites and apps like Cult Beauty, Vanity Wagon. I vouch my support for her. What do you think about the whole situation? I think most of you don't know that the first person over here to call out Nykaa was me. Yeah, I did. 3 years ago. I called out Nykaa, and I was just starting, and Nykaa's account would have taken me way forward. And I never received a fake product, but I have gone through the worst customer service experience with them, okay? But all of my viewers at that time had gone through this. There was a sale and they got a lot of fake products. There was a question mark in their quality control. And I made this video, and the co-owner of Nykaa as well as the COO called me, and we had a long conversation. I was in London that time. I remember I was in the airport going to pick my brother up, and they called, and she was trying to explain what exactly happened and how she will look into it, and she understood where I was coming from, but I could definitely sense the resentment in her voice. Because when I kept the phone, the first thing I told Giri, my husband, was like, they will never ever work with me again. And 3 years down the line, they still haven't put me in their PR list. I'm not someone. I've heard so many things from their team itself, from various people, various bloggers, that they don't think very nicely of me. Okay, so that's fine. I have absolutely no problem, because like I said, I have never cancelled them. I will never cancel Nykaa, only because every other poor brand owners are associated with Nykaa, and they have had a tie-up, and many of them are stuck there. Many of them think that this is the one platform that will make their brand grow, because their reach, Nykaa's reach, is unbelievable. So cancelling that website altogether cancels a lot of work opportunities for various other people. So when I saw Sarah Sarosh's video after this question, I really liked her video. I think she put across her points beautifully. There was no bashing happening. It was basically she was giving her point of view about how she was treated, what kind of free work they wanted from her. This is what I was saying. Many of the giants, many of the biggest makeup as well as skincare giants expect free work from you without paying you for the time-consuming work you put into, which is so sad. So when she took the stand, I thought it was wonderful for her. She should take a stand, and she is right. There's so many other websites that offer a lot of makeup and skincare, not as much as Nykaa, but they should do that. And that all depends on other various brands. They should contact each and every website, apps that they can, tie up with. I'll tell you why. It makes it easier when you're shopping from one destination instead of multiple destinations and paying multiple delivery charges. At that time when I called them out, you guys, you won't believe, nobody supported me. Yeah, so nobody supported me excepting for Jovita. She actually also called out Nykaa because her viewers also started, contacting her, and then we got in touch, and she was like, okay, did your viewers face the same thing? And she really backed me up there. No one else did that, So when I see things happening like this to people right now, I find it pretty interesting, to be honest, because this was something I've been saying for a long time, that they have to really pay attention to their quality control. It sucks. Who do you think are overrated YouTubers? I would say that overrated, I think anyone that, the YouTube community slot that promotes hydroquinone, that promotes skin lightening products, those for me are overrated, to be honest, because it makes me really sad the amount of views, 4, 5, 6 million views, and they have like 3 million, 2 million followers, some of them. It just makes me really sad when I see that there are youngsters who are following them and who just don't understand the repercussions of so many ingredients that they are promoting that is going to be hormonal disruptors when they reach 25 plus. Has a brand ever treated you badly and made a horrible deal with you work-wise? Yes, a brand has treated me very badly, and it's Wow Skincare. Someone from their PR team, he had contacted me, but he wanted a barter, and I said I don't do any barters, because I feel the moment a blogger says okay to a barter, that is basically establishing that they can actually walk all over you. So I said no to the barter, and I was like, first of all, I don't need it. I can go and buy the products, because he was like, but I'm giving you 2,500, 3,000 rupees worth of products. How can you say no to it? I was like, I can buy it myself and I can review it. It's all right, no big deal. But he was like, we've got bestsellers, we've got the top of the top people in this influencer community working for us, you know, we have sent designer bags to them. I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. So after about 2 days, he contacts me and he was like, okay, listen, how much do you charge for a paid collaboration? So I told him what my charges are, and he was like, oh my God, that's a lot. I was like, is it? It's not a lot, because if you are saying you're working with the best of the best, topmost, then you know that it runs with 5 lakhs and above. So he's like, 1 second, be on the line, okay? I'm checking your channel right now. This is me, a phone call conversation, and he goes on my channel and he's checking all my videos, and he goes, okay, 40,000 views, 55,000 views, 60,000 views. Your views are, you know, somewhere between 60 to 100, okay? Not in the 3 lakhs and above view range. Why do you think you're worth this much? Alright, so why should I pay you this much? I know at that time I did not know how to answer him, because I've never been insulted by a brand that way. And also for a fact that I'm a Scorpio. If I give you back, I put you in your place, I will cut you up into such small pieces that you will be digging your own grave, you will sleep in it, and you would probably text everybody to come for your own funeral. That's how much I will put you. I'll make you this small. So I had to watch my words, because sometimes when I snap, I have the mouth of a sailor. All I said was, I'm just going to call you back. And he was like, yes, please call me back, because I need an answer for this, you know, we're giving you an opportunity. And that was it. I blocked him everywhere. I even blocked him on my email. There was nothing, there was no communication of such. The West has put down coconut oil, perfumes, fragrance and essential oils. I know you love them. What is your take? I don't love perfumes. And I've said that many times. I don't know whether you've been listening, especially when I used to talk about Huda Beauty's makeup and skincare and all that. I would tell you that it would give you a migraine, okay? But my skin has never reacted badly so far. So before I start off with my theory, let's just be very mature about this, and let's just realize that everyone has a skin profile, and skincare should always be subjective, not objective. I will be making a whole separate video on this, because to sum it up in just about 3 minutes is very unfair to essential oils in my opinion, because it's benefited me and I know it's benefited so many people. For me, fragrance, in terms of perfume fragrance, is something that I'm trying to stay away from where skincare is concerned. And it can also cause this very scary word called contact dermatitis, which is basically a very aggressive rash, redness and itchiness that happens on your skin, especially for sensitive skin. Essential oils, on the other hand, has helped my skin like no other. So allergic reactions, there are so many ingredients in the skincare world that can cause it. Even your niacinamide can cause it. Even a vitamin C with a higher percentage, above 15, can cause it. The same thing goes with coconut oil, okay? It's a very age-old ritual, just like essential oils, that has been there for generations, much more than what peptides have been. Whole of Kerala uses it, eats it. Coconut oil is like a staple, out here. 4-5 years ago, up till last year, I would say, essential oils and coconut oil were worshipped. Right now they're demonized, alright? So for me, essential oils are basically extractions from flowers and plants, and you derive them through steam distillations. They're in high concentration, okay, because they're very pure, very potent. In fact, even your floral toners have been derived from essential oils after a thorough steam distillation, okay? I'm talking about your rose toners. But only because these toners are heavily diluted, they tend to become a little submissive and they don't cause that much of allergic reaction to any skin type. I'm talking about in the allergen profile, okay, in the meter, they are very low. Certain essential oils like citric based or lemongrass or cinnamon is not something that I would be very happy using. I've always stayed away from that because that is something that could really cause a lot of irritation. So there's so many categories to it. For example, steam distilled EO is non-phototoxic, whereas a few cold pressed ones can be phototoxic, like lemon oil. But there are other essential oils that are rich in antioxidants and can actually benefit you if used properly. And if used properly means that it has to be under a derma limit, okay? So that is why I'm thinking of doing another video where I'm going to be talking about derma limits out here. Like for example, for an essential oils to be put on the face should not go more than 1%. When it comes to lip balm, it shouldn't be above 0.5%. Another thing is when you get an essential oil that is about 100-200 rupees, I would be very about that, okay? There's so many essential oils in the market out here that is of cheap quality. You have to buy it from certain brands that really give you and provide you beautiful ones, well formulated ones that even from the soil that it is coming out of, that is free from GMO, pesticides, fillers, it's giving you some really good, potent ones that is filled with antioxidants. So are you trying to tell me that all skin types are the same? So this fear-based theory that it should be my way or the highway that many people are doing right now is pretty wrong. So when you're talking about certain things, even if it's actives or if it's essential oils, if you put it out there saying that, hey, I'm stepping away from essential oils because this is what my skin faced, but probably it could work for you, that's the right way of going about with it, instead of just putting a lot of fear saying that, no, you should question the brand. Because for me, there are people like me who loves it. I went to a Jamuna Pai, the biggest dermatologist while I was a Miss India, who treated my skin and completely burnt my skin off because of acid peels, and they started injecting fillers into my skin when I was in my early 20s. So what I'm trying to say is, has everyone done all the research when it comes to everything about life? No. Just like an allopathy would never agree to a homeopathy and vice versa, that skincare trends and research tends to change every now and then. So to make it your gospel or to make it your Bible is not the right way to go about with it, because demonizing preservatives in skincare and then being okay with it in the makeup industry is a wrong way to go about with it, isn't it? Wasn't it till up till last year parabens was the demon, okay? Now essential oils was the angel, and now it's reversed. Parabens was never the problem, do you know that? In fact, one of my face wash that I was using during my pregnancy had parabens in it. Phenoxyethanol and sodium benzoate is also something that is used as a preservative. If you cross 1%, there are many skincare brands that are formulating it more than 1%. I'm talking about phenoxyethanol. Sodium benzoate is found in makeup. So when you're stopping fragrance and perfume altogether, you got to also contact brands, makeup brands that do the same thing. Everything that is used above a certain limit will always be irritating for your skin. It's as simple as that. Okay, next question. Why didn't you do films or modeling after winning Miss India? I did do a lot of modeling. It is like a no-brainer thing that you do right after you win Miss India. So I worked with Indian Airlines, Sunsilk, Pantaloon, you name it, I was there. The only thing is you won't recognize me if I have to show you the campaigns because I was so skinny. Movies. I went for the audition for Ahista that was finally done by Abhay Deol and Soha Ali Khan, and I almost got through. The only reason I did not get it was because they were not getting the funding unless it was a star kid or a known person. This word that is so overused, nepotism, it's been there for a very long time, but nepotism is in every field. The amount of casting couch situation that happens, you really have to, unless and until you have somebody strong in the film industry who is like, that sugar daddy situation that will take care of you, you will have to sleep with practically everyone. When I see the topmost Indian actors, act all pious and all religious and all, you know, for women's right, I actually laugh because I know exactly how they have behaved. I seriously wish I could write a book someday, but you know, when I've seen what people have gone through to get where they are, if they did not have a backing, someone influential in the industry, they will have to really do the rounds. And I'm talking about not just one person. Sometimes I know of many that have been asked to compromise with the director, with the producer, with the actors. That's when I realized, oh my god, this is not for me. Do you get easily influenced by brands? How desperate are you to work with them for money, discount codes and affiliates, and does that make you change your decision about their products? Again, no. Okay, like I said, I'm not desperate for money. Whereas codes and affiliate, let me just tell you, many of them, like ask an Aliana by Ashleet how much I'm making out of a code. Zero. Sometimes a brand would ask me like, would you like a commission out of it? I'll be like, sure, why not? For me, it's a very neutral why not, okay? It's never like, no, I want 20%, I want 30%. I've never been that way. It's like, you want to give me, you give me. You don't want to give me, fair enough. Even a YBP, I get nothing out of it. It's just a discount code I got so that you guys will save the money. I'm never desperate about the money, okay? Now, when it comes to affiliate and discount code, you guys think that we make that much? Well, you're mistaken. Because so many influencers and bloggers have got a discount code. You must have noticed. And you will always use the discount code of the person that you like. So basically, everyone is having a bite of that pie. Okay, so by the time what comes to you, it's hardly anything for us to be like, I will talk falsely about a product because I'm getting 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 max, you know, into my account. No guys, I'm not somebody that is going to sell my soul just for a couple of thousands that is, you know, reflecting in my account. Come on. I mean, you should know me by now, please. This question's really, I mean, come on. Oh, guys, this is going to be a long video. I think I should do a part 2 because there's so many more questions. And I hope you have enjoyed watching this video so far. I've been as honest as possible, as candid as possible, and I shall see you in my next one. Stay tuned. Okay, most overrated brand. Does age affect your channel since more youngsters are in the scene? And why did you decide to hide subscribers? Do brands have a problem with that? Next question, how do you feel when YouTubers copy you or steal ideas? And YouTubers violating the law and not disclosing about paid sponsorship. Okay, products or ingredients you think that is overhyped or underhyped? Why do you hate vitamin C and niacinamide when it's actually okay to mix? Are there any mean girl level of bullying in your blogger community? Have you ever regretted reviewing a product that you bought that you said was really nice but later found out it was bad? Has the age of influencers, is it over since dermatologists and formulators are becoming influencers with no greed for money or hidden agenda but only to help?